poppin'? It's your boy, Perfect Young, and I'm back again with another banger. So, today, Trennon has his first field trip, and I am trying to fly to get behind these cars that I am supposed to be following. Excuse that. But, I am trying to catch up. We got a car in front of me that's driving very fucking slow. Ooh, very slow. Oh, shit. There we go. I'm right behind them now. So, yeah. Trennon has his first field trip. And there's going to be a vlog and, what you call it? What I jammed to in the car vlog too. So, but I ain't gonna be vlogging. I'm gonna be like, wherever I record on Snapchat, that's where I'm gonna add on to this video. So,
okay. Let's talk about this money, nigga. Cut to it. I got bank. Hey, I got bank. Hey, I be all about the cash. Yeah, less about some ass.
Man don't want you in the club. And you pussy probably starting fights in the club. In your rental car.
we started off as close friends. Till you turned into my girlfriend. When I'm with you, you got a man, I got a girl. What you feeling pure? I'm feeling you too.
But keep that bitch. I'm drunk, I'm full of that shit. Tryna get your baby mama full of that.
Big feel, inhale, in your ear. Lick a pill, in your ribs. On the real, from the real. In the mirror, I'm here. Don't trip. I got you, I got me.
I might have sales. Don't believe me, you can ask your gal.
Your pussy clean, you don't fuck a lot of niggas. Your baby daddy grown when you take your hand and lose. Then you on, girl. I say you on, girl. You know you on, girl. And you guys, we are here. Finally. After all these potholes and all this dust and everything else. Now I need to find Trennon.
He's holding her. Him. Her. He's holding her. You'll be okay.
Yes, you may
Do not climb on the fence, please.
This thing is really bad. I'm not the dependent thing. I'm not
You're
You're
going to have a
a
baby if you don't
pain.
do it.
I'm not.
Here, because if the donkey gets out, the dog will get the donkey.
Over your head right here and turn this up.
I think you all got a chance to meet little girl here. My dog Julie's around here somewhere, taking a nap. Yep. And Miss Molly's coming with a bag of carrots. So, but today we want to have some fun. You guys like to have fun? Yeah, we like to have fun, and we have a lot of fun here on the farm, but there's a lot of work that has to be done, and I want to teach y'all some things today about what we do here on the farm and what little girl does, and it's her job to pull this meal the 3 Saturdays following Thanksgiving when we have the Fall Harvest Festival. Now, last Saturday was our last day to do that, and but we hook her up to the meal over here, harness her up, and we'll hook the trace chains to this single tree, and she'll pull the meal round and round, and as it goes around, we feed sugar cane into the meal right here on this side. So a couple stalks at a time. There's 3 rollers in there, and there's a little bitty gap in between them. The cane pulls in as she goes around on the top and bottom like little girl. Sheep and goats and cows only have teeth on the bottom and the front. And they can't bite as hard. But if we're going to feed a horse or a mule or a donkey, we have to be very careful. We hold our hand flat. Everybody hold their hand out flat with your fingers tight together and your thumb tucked into the side. You put the carrot in the palm of your hand, and she can get it with her lips, and there won't be a problem, okay? But if you hold it like this, what's going to happen? That's right. She'll bite your fingers. Whose fault will that be? Yeah, y'all got it right. I just told you how to do it. It won't be my fault. All right, guys. Well,
You scared? No.
you're not.
Awesome. You guys are brave.
A couple of minutes until that wagon gets going, but we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to talk about the tree farm and some of the stuff we do here on the tree farm. So you boys and girls all got a chance just now to feed the donkey, and you learned a little bit about her. Does anybody remember why she will turn that pole around and around? Did he tell you why she would turn that pole around?
To grind the sugar cane to make honey.
To make honey from the sugar cane?
Don't suck it out.
Okay, so she goes around and around and she mashes the sugar cane. And what comes out of the sugar cane? Juice. And what do we make from the juice of that sugar cane?
Sugar.
We do make sugar and syrup. Exactly right. Now where does honey come from?
Bees.
So this is the sugar cane. I mean, bees like the juice of the sugar cane, but bees make honey, and from the sugar cane we get sugar and we get cane syrup. So if you guys were to travel down South Louisiana where there's large cane fields, there's also sugar processing plants down there. They go to the fields, they harvest the sugar cane, they squeeze the juice out of it, then that sugar goes through a cooking process to make, the juice goes through the cooking process to make sugar. But here at the Christmas tree farm, we squeeze the juice out of the sugar cane. It goes through a cooking process here, and we make syrup out of it. And so you can take that syrup and you can pour it on your cornbread or your biscuits or your pancakes and eat. Or waffles. When I was a little fella like you guys, my pawpaw used to make cane syrup. And I can remember coming up to this community because when I was little like
8, 9, 10, 11.
So we would get 11 stalks of sugar cane from this one little piece. We lay it in the field. As a matter of fact, we just planted a bunch of cane about 2 weeks ago. We got the fields ready. The workers took a big trailer load of cane up there and they laid it down in those furrows. Mr. Gray covered it up with some dirt. And now we just wait because it's not going to do anything through the winter months except kind of grow some roots. Then in the springtime when the sun starts warming up the earth and the days are longer, before long sugar cane's going to start sprouting up from everywhere there's a joint. Now when we grind sugar cane and we mash all that juice out, we're left with a flat piece of pulp. This will be squeezed flat and it'll be real fibrous. And they take that pulp, if you went down to the sugar mills and they burn it in these big boilers, and that it produces steam from seeds. Most of the time we do get our plants to reproduce from a seed. If we want to grow a garden, we'll go put a squash seed in the soil, or we might go put a bell pepper seed in the soil. But what if I told you, boys and girls, that the trees that you can see out there, all these trees don't make a seed. There's not an acorn, there's not a pine cone, there is no kind of seed on those plants. How are we going to get a baby Christmas tree? Any ideas?
We're going to cut it.
They cut it. So if I took this pretty young girl right here and I cut off some of her ponytails, and I put her ponytails in a pot with some dirt, would your ponytails grow out of that pot? No, that wouldn't happen.
That'd be funny.
Get a new Alicia.
Yeah, and then your mama would get me, wouldn't she? but that's kind of what we clippers, and we scratch away some of the bark on the bottom. We basically kind of give it a bobo. And we take this limb and we dip it in some magic powder. We want this limb to grow something right here on the bottom. What do you think we want to grow? Roots. Very good. So we take this little limb and we stick it in this tray right here. There's a little piece of Oasis cube, and I'll show you that in just a minute. In each little hole, if we could go count, there would be 124 limbs in this tray. And remember, we do 32,000, so we have lots of trays like this. You see that building back there that has the black roof on it and it has the plastic side? That's our rooting house. And so when we get these trays filled up, Mr. Gray takes them to the rooting house. He puts them in there. In the ceiling of the rooting house are some water sprinklers. So every day the water comes on to get drinks of water. Some years the rabbits are so bad, Mr. Gray will put out little buckets of water through the fields that they can go and get a drink, that maybe they won't be so bad to eat holes in the irrigation. We can fix it, but it sure does make for a lot of extra work. Are you guys studying the food chain at school at all?
No. Maybe if you put
have
an
some.
extra layer, it would be harder. So that
What do you think likes to eat rabbits? Fox. What else? Okay, wolves. And what else? So we have fox around here. Wolves tend to be further north. What else likes to eat?
Maybe.
Starts with a C. We have lots of them right here close. Coyotes. Exactly. Coyotes like to eat rabbit there. This little critter loves to climb trees. Squirrels. That's right. Yeah, so what do squirrels like to eat? Nuts. So what kind of acorns? And if you girls and boys will pay attention, all of these trees that we're sitting under right here, you know what those are? Those are oak trees. And what do we get from an oak tree? Acorns. And if we planted that acorn, what would grow from it? No. That's always my answer.
Squirrels.
I just said, what would grow from an acorn? A what?
Acorn tree.
No, an oak.
Seed.
An oak tree. What else likes to eat acorns? We talked about him already. He likes to eat pumpkins too. Deer. This little fella lives in the woods.
Bear. Coyote.
He has a striped tail. So what do raccoons like to eat?
You better believe
I get that
it.
answer every day. They like to get into the trash. At my house, they like to get into the dog food at the barn if it's left where they can get into the container. But you know what else they like to eat? Corn. So the farmers out here in our community, especially our older people that grew big patches of corn, the boys around here would go coon hunting at night. They would take
I was trying to check Shelly out after the film trip, but I'm not. Is that okay?
There's the sugar cane.
Put your hand back right here.
Taking care of them. So maybe something came up with them as she comes home. Because sometimes things happen and we just have no control of the grown-up, okay? So don't be sad. I'm sure she could be here. She would, because you're going to look good about that. So something might have come up in your life. You got me. Don't you?
Nicole, you should have brought your cow. Let's say you should have brought your cow.
Yeah, they just go. She did. She said, I have to be there early so I can be the
Wash your feet to eat your mouth.
That way I'm not going to taste it. Sit flat on your bottom, baby.
What?
I know. And this is her second time doing this ride. So you owe her a big hug.
It worked out though.
Yeah, because some came yesterday.
Yeah.
Because 10 groups out here is too much. When we do 5 and 5, it's much easier. We have
Those
come
white
out with
boxes, those have bees in them, I bet. Those are probably beehives. White boxes.
chicken. Shaylee, did you see the horses?
Yep, but those are beehives. I bet those are.
Ears on.
Alright, now, as we left up there, y'all notice the big fence like this on our left? Y'all see the pumpkins back there behind there? And that fence is there to keep the deer out. The deer ate a lot of my pumpkins last year after the hurricane ruined most of them. But it worked pretty good this year. We had a pretty good pumpkin crop. And then to the left of that, did y'all see the plowed ground there? That's where I planted my sugar cane this year. Had a hard time getting that done. And it's been a really wet year this year, and we've had trouble getting our hay out of the field and the sugar cane planted, but we got it we got it all done. You know, and then on just to the right of those pumpkins was a crop maze. And then on the right side of the road there was where I raised cane this year. There's nothing but stubbles left. I plowed some of those.
That dog probably wants hundreds of miles a day. Just following the trailer and the trailer the entire did he walk the entire I guarantee he probably walks hundreds of miles a day, just non-stop.
Sit down.
Look at that deer. Oh, look. A peahen.
Look.
Look, there's a gator in the water.
Look, alligator.
Alligator.
Oh, you see that alligator? It's in the pond. It's what? I don't know. When we get back, you'll have to ask him. I'm not sure. When we get back, ask him. That's a good question. I know. Look at the trees. Yep. Julie's the guy. We can't do a live tree. I have to climb these down. So she would be climbed in the middle of it. And we tease because she gets underneath the tree and starts playing with the ornaments on the bottom. So we say we're having an earthquake. You see the whole tree start shaking.
Their daddy has a real one, and she has 2 cats.
And do they crawl up in the tree? Yes. Yeah.
Well, I went in. I went in the ornaments.
Tell her that.
I wouldn't do it on a big tree, but a small one like
Yeah,
that.
because it's just a little. I mean, it's in the corner. So.
This was our vlog for Trennon's field trip. I didn't do too much of talking, but hey, we had fun at the field trip. Even though I spent $100 on a shirt and 2 hoodies, that was like $30 a piece. Like, bruh. But oh well. At least we had fun. I'm on my way to get a sleep, and then after that, I guess wait for Trenton to come home. But hit this video with a like. Hit this video with a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell on all for you not to miss a video. Comment below what you think about the field trip. All social medias down in the description down below. And I guess that's it. So bye.
Nigga, fuck that shit, nigga.